But yeah, that was, the mental health stuff. Ugh.
It's hard. I mean, I've many times had my moments of dark clouds of depression or anxiety that make it hard to do anything.
It's just to
When
do.
it's kind of like a Maslow's hierarchy of needs, when your basic functions can't be met, how do you get to that next level, When you're stuck in a cycle of your brain not being able to, like, I can't even like make the words to describe this, but you know, when your emotional wellness isn't complete, you can't move up to those doing those next kind of level activities. Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense. It's, I'm still trying to I mean, it's probably going to take most of my life to sort of understand what I went through. And because it was so deep and it was so dark, and um it still feels really scary and painful what I went through. Yeah, I'm still sort of integrating and reconciling and sort of healing why that all happened and from that situation. There were two things that came through though that helped me get through, because when you're in those depths, I mean, just to like talk about mental health for a moment and my experience, I really had I didn't I remember looking around at life and going, I don't understand what is the purpose here, because
Mm-hmm.
I had no access to joy or anything in those moments. I was so stuck in a different emotional place that was so deep and dark. A lot of people call it your shadow, but I was like down there, and for a long time. Like I was like stuck there. The amount of tears, I guess, that just had to come out of my body, and the feelings that maybe had just never felt in my life. They're like, this is the moment and this is time. And so the other thing that helped me sort of get through that time was someone reminding me that, or through the people I follow, and when you're going through these tough moments. So number one, I had no joy. I remember looking around and going, I don't understand what life is about. And that was like a really crazy feeling to feel. I wasn't to the point where I was going to take my life, but I could see how you feel so empty, and you just like, I don't get what the point is of this.
It's like apathy more than, like, people talk
Yes.
about depression, but I feel like apathy is worse,
Yeah.
like the worst feeling, like more than I've had times where I felt sadness, but the apathy is worse
Yeah.
than sadness for me.
Yes. Apathy.
And I'm so
100%.
sorry that you had to experience that. It's
Thank you.
I can't I can't I empathize with you. It's just
It's so
awful.
hard. It's awful. And, there were many, many moments, because we're talking, this happened over many weeks and months that this was going on. There were so many moments that I personally decided not to take any sort of antidepressant medicine. I had that as an option. I considered it many, many times, but I knew, because I had the ability and time to just go through it for just, and I wanted to see, and I guess I was just like, I'm just going to try to do this. I didn't have kids that needed my attention, or like a job where I
Hmm.
had to be super focused and highly functioning.
Yeah.
So I just was really happy and lucky, and it was a privilege that I could just let myself ride through it. And that also makes me frustrated, because our modern society just, and again, I don't want to go down this total rabbit hole, like we don't really allow this to happen. It's just a part of life and humanity that this shit
Right.
happens. It does
Right.
happen.